Hmm. I
No.
think we're live.
You think we're live? Well, I
Can't.
don't see nothing.
No, I don't either. So,
Oh, there we are.
yeah.
There we go.
Can you see
Wow,
me now?
I can see you now.
Hey,
Wow, a lot of
somebody out there, let us know. Can you see us?
wow. This was I am now. I'm on my second computer trying to get this thing going. So
Yeah. Well, I think we're okay now.
okay.
Let's. Well, I'm going to welcome everybody to the show, and I'm sitting in for Rich today. I'm here with my good friend Charles. We've had some difficult troubles this morning. I don't know if it's the weather or what it was, but we finally got it going. And today we're going to do Gulfstream Park, which is going to go off in about 5 minutes. So if you want to start out with the conditions and that of the race, Charles, we'll get started.
Okay, sounds good. We have a 1 mile contest, maiden optional claiming of 40,000. The purse is 50,000. This is for maiden 4-year-olds and upward. Bred in Florida, and this is or for maiden claiming price of 40,000.
Okay, and I see here if you want to take a look at the information here, we got the overlay on the, let's see, on the little bit of an overlay on the five. It's like just over even money to, well, under even money to, what's that, 8 to 5? And
Yeah.
then as, yeah, and as far as the horse is going to get the lead, looks like the one. C zones look pretty decent. And then if we take a look at the other sheet that Rich puts together, you can see that Black Fury and the 2, the 6 are all horses that should go to the lead, and the closers are the 3, 4, and 5 on the EP. See what we got here. We got the 1 with the 6, and then the 4 on the LP. We've got the 5, 3 with the 2, and then the EPLP has it with the 5, 3, and 6. So it looks like the five's got about a 5 point difference there. So anyway, if you want to tell us about your horses and why you played them.
Yeah. Okay. In this first race, it was kind of a little bit of a tough race because maidens, but I like the 5 a little bit here. The 5 drops in class. Charles gets 19% when you take him from all weather to dirt. Does have some tactical speed. Tyler Gaffney owns aboard. Um, we got the 3 is my second choice here. This horse ran even last time out, which is fine when you, especially with maidens. A hot trainer last 14 days. Got this horse just missed in the last race. He finished 4th, but just missed. Jose Ortiz is aboard, so this horse is going to be very tough. And then the 6 horse is my third choice. Ran second last time. Trainer gets 27% or first time in the route. The horse does have some tactical speed here. And then the 1 is my final choice. This horse is the speed horse. If you look at our chart, it has a 96% chance of getting that lead at the quarter pole. So, and look at that C zone also. But I'm questioning, can the horse just hang in there at the end? But trainer gets 13% with 90 plus days. I'm going to start off at pick 5. I'm going to swing for the fences for this big weekend head at Gulfstream. Pegasus coming up this weekend, Saturday. I'm going to do my top 2 picks here in this race. Top 2 in the second leg. The third leg, I'm going with my top 4 choices. That fourth leg, I'm singling out. And then the final 5th leg, I'm going with my top 4 choices.
All right. That sounds really good. Well, I'm going to start out with the 3, Cacciatore. He's only beaten 3/4 of a length. There's a similar on an all-weather track in his last start. Switches to high percentage winning jockey and has a high percentage winning trainer. Then I like that speed burner, that 1, Black Fury. He has a high percentage winning trainer and a good workout on January 19th. The 5, your top pick, Mine Line Chipper, is my third check. He drops in class today, has the highest last speed rating, and his best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. He's actually tied with the 6, Top Maverick, which is my long shot. He ran second versus Similar in his last race, can improve at the longer distance, and his best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. I'm going to bet a $1 daily double. I'm going to use the 1, 3, 5, and 6 with the 1, 4, 6, and 7. So that's the way I see this race. And I want to say good morning to Alan, Atrus Allen and Tayfun, and also to Michael Herbert. And then Tayfun's asking if we have a banker's horse that we think is strong. I have a pick of the day, but it's later on, and I'll reveal that later. Do you have anything to say about that, Charles?
That's super strong. Maybe in the next race is probably one of my best bets, the 4. But I do have a long shot of the day in the 5th race.
All right. When we get that 5th race, we can reveal that. So looks like those horses are getting close to the gate, but they haven't entered yet. So let me tell you, folks, if you like what you see here, please subscribe to YouTube. Hit the little bell so you're notified about all of our great shows that come up. And also click the link below and share this with your friends and relatives, neighbors, everybody you can think of, because we'd love to get to over 5,000 subscribers. And then go follow us on our social sites such as Facebook, X, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at the number 2 horse race number 2 day, and give us thumbs ups and likes on those. So anyway, about how long do you think we have till that first race goes
I
on?
could probably start through the next race, I should say.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Well, the second race, it's 1 mile on the turf. This is an allowance of 50,000. Purse is 42,000. This is for 4-year-olds and upward, which have never started, for a claiming price of 50,000 or less, which have never won a race other than maiden, claiming, or estate allowance.
All right. Do you want to go over the other information about the simulated odds in that?
Yes, in this race, we do have some speed in this race, all over the board. But it does look like the 4 has probably the highest percentage chance of getting that lead at the quarter pole, around 35%. But the 7 might have a say in that. When it comes simulation odds, we have the 4 at 2-1, and the morning line is 3.5-1. That's a nice little overlay. And then we have the 8 at 2-1, and we have 4.5-1 morning line on that 8. So that looks pretty good too. And in the C zones, we almost every horse in here except for the 3 looks like it's going to have a comfortable race overall. So,
all right. And as we go over here, we're going to see that the 4 shows the most speed, and then the pressures of the 3, 5, and 6, with the PCs being the 1, 7, and 8. Let's look at the EPs real quick. Looks like the 5s got the best, but they're all pretty close. You see here, they're all really close on that EP. And then the LP, we've got the 3 has the best, but only by 1 point over that 8. And then the LP EP is the 5 again the best, but he's again they're very close. So this looks kind of like a wide open race. So anyway, let's do we have time? No, I think they're about ready to go going, aren't they?
yeah, they're actually in the gate. I think they're putting the last one in, which is the 6. Getting ready to rock and roll here.
Okay.
Okay, the dirt is flying and they're off. Looks like the 1 probably took the lead, and the 7's probably right there, and the 3 is right there. Now it's the 1 out for sure by a neck lead over the 3. The 5 is sitting third, just basically a half a length off of them, and the full length behind all of them is the 6. And your trailers are the 4 and the 2. They are getting a little spread out now. The 1 and the 3 are battling it pretty good, head and head a little bit. The 3's got his neck out in front just a little bit, but the 1 just took it back over. They are battling it pretty good, the 1 and the 3. The 5 still is on the outside, about a length behind those 2. The 6 came up on the 5. She's sitting looking for room. And now the 3 is going on with it, going around the turn. The 1 is dropping back. So looks like the 1's going to be out of this. It's going to be between the 3 and the 5, possibly the 6. If the 6 could get moving, he's being shown the whip. It's going to be between the 3 and the 5, it looks like right now. The 3 now really opened up about a length and a half to 2 lengths. The 5 is just struggling there for second. So it's going to be all about the 3 here. The 3 is pulling away 4, 5 lengths, 6 lengths, probably even more by the time this race is over. And yep, the 3, 5, 1, 4, it looks like. Might be 1, 4, yeah.
All right. Well, you look good going on with your pick 5. I look good with my daily double. I guess I should have singled that 3 since it was my top pick, but that's the way it goes.
Oh yeah, you didn't see. Well, I mean, this was a tough race. 3
It
went off.
was.
3 went off at 2-1. So
Yeah, very tough race. And then good morning. I'm not know if I pronounced this right, but Vivek, and I think he's asking us if we can show the races live. Sorry, we can't do that. We're not allowed to do that. We would love to, but maybe in the future we'll be able to accomplish that. So, anyway, you want to go on with what you think about this second race? And
yeah, the second race here. Like I said, the horse I really like the most is the 4. Half speed, cuts back in distance. You got a hot jockey trainer combo. Last 14 days. Mott gets 21% when he rests them up. 46 plus days of rest. So you got a really nice fresh horse here. The 5 ran 3rd last time out. Does have that tactical speed to sit right there, about 3rd or 4th. Trainer gets 38% when he takes him from that all weather to turf. So that's a great angle for that trainer. And then the 5 is my 3rd choice here. This horse won last time out. You get Irad aboard, which is a plus. This horse has some tactical speed, but more or less on the last part of the race, he closes pretty good. Well bet last time, so look out. And then the 7 horse is my final choice here. This horse won last time. Brittany Russell, she's been training for a little bit now, and she does very well. She gets 32% first after the claim. This horse will be closing at the end, so look out for that horse. But I'm going to just go with a little exacta box, 4-5 with my $100 budget. So I'm trying to spread it out pretty good today. And that's what I got.
All right. Sounds pretty good. I believe this is a wide open race again, just like I thought the first one was. But I like the 7 Rough Draft. Yeah, he came in from Aqueduct to win his first start at Gulfstream Park and has a high percentage winning trainer. And this trainer wins 32% of the races after claiming a horse. And he has a jockey who in the last 7 days have been in the money, 7 out of 16 starts with 4 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. I like the 1 as my second choice, won his last race at Gulfstream Park, and he switches to a high percentage winning jockey. The 4, Broken Spur, is my 3rd pick, finished 3rd in his last race, can improve at the shorter distance. He has a trainer-jockey combination who in the last 14 days has won 3 out of 5 starts. He has a good workout on January 20th. My long shot is that 6 horse, Heart and Soul. He won his last race at Gulfstream Park, switches to high percentage winning jockey, who in the last 7 days won 10 out of 40 starts with 8 seconds and 6 thirds. And his best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. I'm going to play a 50-cent pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 4, 6, and 7 with the 4, 5. I'm going to single the 6th in the 4th race. And then I'm going to use the 1, 2, 5, and 9 to finish it up. So there you go. All right. Are we ready to go on to the next race, Sarah?
Yeah, we could go on for that 3rd race there. We have a 6 furlong contest, maiden claiming of 12.5. Purse is $22,000. This is for maiden 3-year-olds. Really basic.
All right. And here's the information. You can talk a little bit about the speed and that, if you will.
Yeah, what we have here so far, remember, these are maidens, and they just now turned 3. So the 4 has right now the highest percent chance of 89% of getting that lead. It's probably most likely true, but I'm going to say one thing. Look out for that 3 a little bit. The 3 has a little bit of speed, even though the 2 shows a little speed. But remember, they don't have many races underneath their belts yet to get a solid gauge of what they can do. When it comes to simulation odds, we have the 5 at right around 4 to 5, and you got a little, almost just under 2 to 1 on morning line. So that might be a nice little overlay. And so far, we only have 3 horses, a great C zone score in there. But yeah, I think the 4 is right now the horse to beat, but maybe someone might wake up.
All right. And so if we take a look at the other information that Rich just puts together, we see there's 3 horses like the speed, and there's 3 horses that's never been competitive, it appears to me. So let's see what the EP says. EP says that 4 should be on top, got about a 4-point advantage over the 2 and a 5-point advantage over that 5. The LP says that the 5 has a pretty good 5 and 3, both tied, have pretty good. And then on the LP, EP, here we go again with that 5 on top, the 2, and then the 3, 4. So do you want to go ahead and talk about what you like about the horses?
Yeah, I mean, in this race, I like the 4. Like I said, I mean, this horse ran 3rd in its only race. This is first time Lasix. Has speed, like it shows. Paco's aboard. I mean, there's a lot of pluses for this horse, but it only ran 1 time, so you don't know what they're all going to do. But it looks like it's got a good talent, a lot of good talent. The 3 is my second choice. Drops in class, has some speed. Second start after a layoff. The trainer gets 13% with that angle. And then the 5 is my third choice. This one also has some speed, I think, too. But we'll really have to wait and see another race or 2. Ran 3rd last time. Drops in class. Luis Saez is aboard. Tough. And then the 2 itself is my final choice here. This horse ran 2nd last time. Got a little bit of speed, as you can see, is a 10% chance of getting that lead at the pole. Well bet. And the key to this horse is a 7-pound weight break. So that might be the trick. Who knows?
Yeah, well, it looks like we got a lot of similar thoughts here on these horses. We both like that 4, as he finished 3rd versus Simmer in his only start, switches to high percentage winning jockey, and they added Lasix today. Then the 5, Vito's Brothers, my second choice, finished 3rd versus Tougher in his last race, drops in class today. His early speed running style helps his chances. Super Fight, the 3 is my 3rd pick, drops in class today. The trainer has won 17% of all the sprints he's had horses entered in, and can improve at the shorter distance. And his best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. Then there's 16 Cigarettes. Oh boy, I haven't done that for 35 years. Anyway, number 2, I'm glad I quit that stuff. Anyway, he ran 2nd versus Similar in his last race as a favorite, but he has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 27% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again, and he has the highest last speed rating. I didn't make a bet in this race, so. Okay.
So you used to smoke, huh?
I did. I started way young, like 10, 11 years old. And I smoked till my 40s, early 40s, and then finally quit because, I tried to quit several times because my wife wanted me to, or the doctor said to, or because my kids. I finally quit because I was just tired of it. I was tired of it controlling me, and I knew I was going to quit that time, and it worked. So anybody out there that's smoking, you want to quit, just go ahead and do it. It's the best thing I ever did for my health.
Yeah, I have a good cigar every now and then, so I'm a cigar smoker.
That's all right. That's better than smoking cigarettes every day. Anyway, let's move on to this 4th race, and I'll get that up there so you can talk about.
Yeah, the 4th race is 7 furlongs. Claiming price is $62.50. Non-winners are 2 lifetime. The purse is $19,000. This is for fillies and mares, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. And then when it cuts to who we have as the speed of the race, or looks like on chart, who's going to get the lead at the quarter pole would be the 5 at 53% chance. I believe that to be true. You got a couple others that might want to push that horse along, but she'll be out there flying. And then when it comes to simulation odds, we got the 5 a little bit, but not by much of an overlay. It's just slightly under 3 to 1, and we have 3 to 1 morning line. You got to look out for that. The 7 has just slightly over 2-1 morning line, and the morning line is 8-1. So there's a little overlay right there.
All right. And then, of course, the C zones there, they all have pretty good C zones except for that 3. No par numbers as I can see here. So let's go take a look at that other sheet that's put together for you folks. And we can see that the 6 and the 7 seem to be the speed with the 2 as a pressure. And we'll take a look at the EP. The 5 has the best EP numbers, followed up by the 3, 6, 1, and 2. They're all pretty close. And then with the LPs, we start out with the 7 and the 6, which are very close. And then, of course, there's the 1 and the 2. And now with the EP LP, we've got that 6 on top again. And he's got about a 5-point advantage over the 7th and a 7-point advantage over that 1. So anyway, you want to go ahead and talk about why you like the 6 in here?
Yeah, it looked like our top 2 picks are the same, but I like the 6. This horse ran even last time out, cuts back in distance. You got a trainer that gets 23% when he takes them from a route to a sprint. And this horse also drops in class today, so she should be a little on the tough side. The 1 is my second choice. Another one that ran even in her last, has that tactical speed to sit like second or third, or somewhere right around there. Second start after a layoff, totally fits with this group. The 7 is my third choice, but to really like this horse, you kind of have to toss those last 2 races out. The horse drops in class, gets 7 pounds off today, so which might help that horse a lot. This horse does have some tactical speed to sit right around 4th and see what it could do. And then the 5, you toss her last race out and puts her in the thick of things also. She has a little bit of that tactical speed to sit right around 3rd or so. Looks like she really fits with this group. I still have my pick 5 still alive, hopefully alive at this point. So I don't have no bets right here.
Yeah, let's hope you are still alive. I'm going to start out with that 6 just like you. I guess we both have same thoughts about this horse. She drops in class today, has the highest last speed rating, has a high percentage winning trainer. Trainer wins 23% of the races when taking a horse from a route to a sprint, and her best start speed is fastest among today's starters. So there's a lot of boxes she marks off. Number 1, Vacation Suites, my second choice. She finished 3rd, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 19% of the dirt start races that he has a horse in, and there's a high percentage winning jockey on her. Number 5, Tribute, is my third pick. She has finished in the money in all 4 of her 9 starts at Gulfstream Park. She won one of those starts, and the distance won't be a problem. The 3 is my long shot, drops in class today and can improve at the shorter distance. I'm going to bet $20 to win on number 6. Okay, So all righty. So I guess we can move right along to the next race and see what that's all about.
Okay, well, the 5th race is a 7.5 furlongs on the turf. This is a maiden claiming of 35,000 purses, 35,000. This is for fillies, 3-year-olds. That's it.
All righty.
And then in this race, remember, once again, these are 3-year-olds, just turned 3, so you can't get much of a reading. But the 1 horse has got a 33% chance of getting the lead at the quarter pole. The 4 has a 22% chance at the quarter pole. It's going to be very tough. I mean, I think there's probably even a couple other speed horses that could get the lead if they had to. But I think there's at least 3 to 4 horses that will go to the lead. When it comes to simulation odds, we have, look at this, the 4. And what is that? 2 to 5, something like that. Or maybe 3 to 5. And you got 6 to 1 morning line. That's a big overlay, if you ask me. And then we have, that's it. That's all we got.
All right. Look at that par number on that 4, 200%. So anyway, all right. So let's take a look at what our other sheet shows. And if I can get there pretty soon. Here we go. Shows that 1 and that 2 going to the front. The closers, the 4, 5, and 6. Let's see what the EP says. It says that the 1 and the 4 should try to uh, do pretty well there. But they're all pretty close as you see that. I think that between the 1 and the 5, there's only 7 points. So let's take a look at the LP. The LP shows the 4 on top, but very, very close is the 2. And then we go to the EPLP, and again, it's the 4 on top with the 1 and the 2 second. So there we go. All right. So, want to talk about why you like what you like?
Yeah, in this race, this is my long shot of the day race. In this race, I like the 7, and here's the reasons why. A, this horse drops in class. It ran even in its only race. I believe there's a jockey upgrade on this horse. They add blinkers today. Brittany Russell gets 28% with 46 plus days of rest. So that means they got a couple of works in there with the blinkers. It looks like it works. Luis Saez is aboard. And it looks like the perfect distance. And you know what? And I'm not even close to being a huge fan of claiming maidens. But this could be the maiden you want to claim. Look like it could be versatile from dirt, turf, and everything else. So that's my top choice here. The 4 is my second choice. Ran even last time, drops in class. This horse is definitely bred for the turf. That's probably why it's got a par plus there of 100, because everything says turf on this horse. Plus, this trainer gets 21% when he takes him from a maiden to a maiden claiming. And then the 9 is my third choice. Another one that ran even. Now, remember, when they run even, especially as maidens, that's excellent. They're learning stuff. They're getting dirt. They're getting bumped. They're getting everything. This horse drops in class. Irad's aboard. First time Lasix. Looks like it totally fits with this group. And then the 2 is my final choice here. This horse ran second the last 2 times. Trainer gets 25% first after a claim. Totally fits with this group. But I'm going to do a trifecta box with all 4 because I think that they're all pretty decent odds overall. And I think it could come in like that. And then I'm going to put $5 across the board on my long shot of the day. I do pretty good when I have a long shot of the day. I will hit the board at least. And this, like I said, this one has all rights to improve tremendously.
Sounds pretty good to me. I like in this 5th race the 1 Skinny Cosmo. She's finished in second in her last 2 starts, so she's really trying to break that mode, become the bride. Has a high percentage winning trainer, and this trainer wins 21% of the races in the first race after claiming a horse. And her best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. The 2 is my second choice, ran second versus similar in her last race. Her breeding suggests she will like the grass, and she has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 28% of the maiden claiming races that he has a horse in, and switches to a high percentage winning jockey. Number 9, Sheila's Mission. My third pick. She drops in class today. Her dam has 3 winners from 5 starters, and she has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Butterfly Queen is my long shot, the 5. She drops in class today and may improve while returning to the turf. I had a hard time deciding on that as my long shot or your 7. And so the 7 is my first alternate. So, okay. I guess we can go on to the next race.
All right.
Let me get it up.
We still got plenty of time before race number 2.
All right.
Okay, good. So we're on race number 6, though. Yeah, race number 6 is a mile and 70 yards on the Tapeta. Claiming price is $16,000. Non-winners of 3 lifetime. Purse is $26,000. This is for fillies and mares 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 3 races.
All right.
And then we got the simulation odds for speed. Looks like the 1. What's that?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. The 1 has a 40% chance of getting the lead at the quarter pole. Probably most likely to be true. There's a couple other speed horses at least keep the horse honest, like the 7. And then when it comes to simulation odds, we have the 4 at just under 2-1. We have 3.5-1 on the morning line on that 4, which is a nice little overlay. The 5 had just under 3-1. We have a 4-1 morning line, and that's all we got when it comes to that.
Okay, and they all have a good par plus numbers except for that 1 and that 3, and the C zones are pretty nice except for the 3 and the 6. And we're going to go to our other sheet here and take a look at those. Looks like the 1 and the 7 want to go to the front, with the 5 as being the pressure. The PCs are the 2 and the 4. Our EPs are the 1. 7 and 4 are all very close. Well, all of these have pretty good numbers except for that 2. And then in my LPs, the 4 is on top, with the 6 right behind, the 2 right behind that, and the 5. A very competitive looking race to me. And then again, on the EPs, it's the 4 on top again, with the 6 and then the 5. So go back and maybe you want to talk about why you like what you like.
Yeah. First, you're breaking up a lot, so I don't know what's going on over there. But in this race, I like the 7 as my top choice. This horse ran 3rd last time. Trainer gets 22%, 46 plus days of rest. This horse has some tactical speed to sit 2nd, 3rd. Drops in class. Tyler Gaffleone is aboard. A lot of good pluses to this horse. And you know what, Terry, you could probably open up your wallet and get this horse for $16,000 today. It'd probably be a good claim because the horse looks like it's got a lot of room for improvement still. She's got talent. So you could do that. The 4 is my second choice. Ran 2nd last time out. Well bet. Technical. This horse has tactical speed, but more on the closing side of it. Jose Ortiz is aboard on this horse, so it makes this horse very interesting. The 3 ran 3rd last time out. 2nd start after a layoff. Trainer gets 10% with that angle. This horse will be closing at the end, so don't worry about that horse until the end. The 2 ran even last time. Another one that could sit 2nd or 3rd, probably even 4th. Irad's on, totally fits with this group. And I'm going to do a pick 4 here. I'm going to start with 3 horses in this race. And then I'm going the top 2 picks in the 2nd and 3rd leg. And then I'm going 4 horses deep in my 4th and final leg.
All right. And Charles said I'm breaking up a little bit. If somebody in the audience out there, let me know if it's breaking up for everybody. I'd appreciate it. And now I'm going to talk about what I like in this race. I like the number 4 as my first choice. She ran 2nd versus Simon in her last race, and she has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 5, Tis Enough, is my 2nd pick. She drops in class today, has the highest last speed rating, and the highest speed favorite today's distance. The 6 is my 3rd pick. She won 2 out of her last 4 starts at Gulfstream Park and has a high percentage winning jockey. The 3, Andy 1, is my 3rd long shot. She ran in 2nd in her last race and has a trainer who in the last 14 days has won 2 out of 5 starts with 2 seconds. And then your first pick is my first alternate, the 7. I'm going to play a 50-cent pick 4. I really believe this is kind of a wide open race, and I'm going to use the 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to single my pick of the day, the 1 and the 7th, use the 5, 8, and the 8th, and then finish up with the 1, 4. Okay? All right, let's see. Somebody give us a comment. What did he say? In race 6, I like the number. This is Scary Creations. In race 6, he likes the number 2. And then he wants, he says, Irad's on him, and we'll play a bet on him and an exacta box with the 7. So there you go. All right, so I guess we can move right on. We get time, right? So we have time to move on?
Yeah. Yeah, they're still walking. We can move on a little bit. 6 furlongs. It's the 7th race. 6 furlongs. Allowance of 59,000. Non-winners are 1. Purse is 59,000. This is for fillies, for state bred fillies, 3-year-olds which have never won a race other than maiden, claiming starter, or which have never won 2 races.
Okay, so
And then on this race, on our simulation odds here, we have the 3 that is a 34% chance of getting the lead at the quarter pole, probably most likely, but the 1 has got some serious speed, and so does the 4. So I would not be surprised if any one of those 3 got out to the lead. When it comes to simulation odds, the 1 slightly under 2-1, and same thing with the morning line. It's just slightly under 2-1. So they got that one pretty good. The 3 is right around 6-5. The horse is morning line is just a little over even money, so not a bad overlay. We have a couple of nice C zones, which starts with the 4, 5, and 6. But other than that, that's what we have.
all right, let's take a look at this other sheet that Rich puts together. And we see here that the speed is the 1, 4, and 6, with the pressures being the 3 and the 5, and a closer is a 2. On the EPs, we'll take a look at that. It puts that 3 on top. But look how competitive these horses are. There's just several of them that are right there within, within 3 points. And then we've got the LP. We've got that 3 on top again with the 1 and then the 2. And then EP, LP. There you go with that 3 again with the 1 following up on that. So anyway, do we have time to go any further than this?
Yeah, I think we do.
Okay.
In this race, I like the. Are we on the? Yeah, well, race 7. We got to put up race 7 though.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put up race 7.
I don't have that up there.
That's race 6. You got up.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There we go. Okay, there's 7.
There we go. It looks like they're starting to load in the gate now, but I'm going to go on with my picks here. In this race 7 here, I do like the 3. Ran second last time out. I believe there's a jockey upgrade. IRAD's aboard, so, and this horse has that tactical speed, like we said. Could be sitting really close at the end. Look out for this horse. The 1 is my second choice. 1 last time out, has some speed. Second time with Lasix, trainer gets 27% with that angle. The 5 is my third choice. Ran even the last time, adds the blinkers today. Trainer gets 12% with that. And then the 6 was well bet last 5 times, so it's a little bit of a money burner. Ran second last time, back on the dirt today. And as you can see in my pick 3, I'm going to single here and go top 3 in the second. And I'm going 5 deep in the last. And it looks like the gates are open and the turf is flying.
All right.
Second race. Well, it's a very competitive for the lead there. The 4 has got the lead with the 1 on the inside, the 6 on the outside of it by a half a length right each on the outside of that horse. They're going into the first turn. And we have the 4 still out in the lead by a length. We have the 6 sitting second by a neck. The 1 on the rail. The 7's coming up on the outside on the 1. And then it looks like it's a quick mix on after that. I mean, you got the 3, the 2, the 8. And meanwhile, the 4 has still got the lead on the back side. Can't tell who's second because they did that head-on shot that's useless. It really is. I mean, it's only for the stewards at the end. The 4 still got the lead by a neck. The 6 coming up the challenge here, though. The 6 is definitely challenging here, coming up on the horse. The 7's coming up on the extreme outside. The 1 is looking for room, swinging out also. So it looks like you're going to have 4 horses coming flying at the end. Here comes the 8 flying on the outside, but the 4 will not quit. Man, this is a ride on this 4. It's between the 4 and the second, nose and nose. The 6 has got the nose out in front, and here comes the 8 on the outside and just walks right past them all. 8, 6, 4. I could not tell you who was third. That 4 looked like a winner until the last 25 steps.
Wow. Looks like that.
Literally,
It
last
looks like
25
the
steps, and that was it.
yeah, the public knew what they were talking about because they made that 8 the 9-5 favorite, didn't they? So, yep. Looks like he
Yeah, the 4 was 4-1. The 6, which was right there, 11-1. And it looks like, yeah, it was 11, 6, 4, 1. One finished
yeah,
fourth.
knocked me right out of my double, and I
Ah,
guess it knocked you out of your pick 5, right?
yeah. I mean, I wanted to hit that race. I thought the 4 was the strongest horse of them all, which, like I said, not even 25 feet, but it is what it is. That's horse racing.
That's
Um,
right. It sure is. And then I want to say good morning to
okay,
Amando
so how about
Garcia.
your picks now in the
Yeah, I'm going to
seventh?
do that soon. Thanks for the good comment there. And so let's go on to my picks in that 7th race. My top pick of the day is number 1, Bluish. She won her last race at Gulfstream Park. The rail post win in a 19% clip. She has the highest last speed rating. Her best start speed is fast among today's starters. And she has a high percentage winning trainer with lots and lots of boxes checked off there. Number 3 is my second choice, Star of Saturn. She ran second versus Simon in her last race, switches to a high percentage winning jockey who in the last 7 days, as I've said previously, has been in the money 24 times out of 40 starts with 10 wins, has a high percentage winning trainer and a bullet workout uh, on January 9th, 3 furlongs. Number 4, Mist, my second or third choice, drops in class today, can improve while returning to the dirt, and has a trainer who wins 26% of the races when taking a horse from the turf to the dirt. I like the 6 as my long shot. She ran second on an all-weather track in her last race, winning the race before that, and her best dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. Lasix is added today. I'm going to bet 20 to win on my pick of the day. I'm going to bet a 50-cent pick 3, use the 1 as a single with the 5, 7, 8, and finish up with a 1, 2, 4, 7. Then I'm going to play a $1 daily double, the 1 with the 3, 5, 7, and 8. There we go. So, okay, so let's move right on to this next race. And here we go. Let me get to the.
Yeah, here's a race, 5.5. It's 8th race. It's 5.5 furlongs on the Tapeta. What this always spells out is speed, speed, speed. Option claiming price is 16,000. The purse is 34,000. This is for fillies, 3-year-olds, which have started for a claiming price of 16,000 or less, which have never won other than maiden or a claiming price of $16,000. They kind of repeated themselves there a couple of times, but in this race, it looks like the 1 has a 75% chance of getting the lead at the quarter pole. And it looks like it probably could do that, most likely. And but there's a couple other horses that might keep at least in check, like the 3. And then when it comes to simulation odds, we have that too. Look at this, just slightly under 5-1 and 20-1 morning line. There's an overlay, and then the 3 just over even money and 8-1 morning line, which is a nice overlay. So you got a couple of there, and look at all the C zones. The ones that didn't really have much of a C zone, it would be the 3 right now, but everybody else looks like they'd be comfortable.
All right. So let's take a look at this other sheet. Let's see. We're in the 8th race, and it's the 1 shows the most speed, but the 2 and the 8 is pressers. The closers are the 3, 5, and 7 on the EP. All right, look at that 1, but look how close all these horses are. The 1, 5, and 3 are really close together. They're within 3 points of each other. And then on the LP, we've got the 2 on top, but again, they're very close. If you look here, the 2, 7, 1, and 3 are within 3 points again. And then the EPLP, the 1's on top, got a 4-point advantage over the 7 and the 3. So just looks like it's kind of competitive if you look at that sheet. So anyway, do you want to tell us about why you like what you like in there?
Yeah, the 8 horse is my top choice. The horse ran even last time. Does have that tactical speed. Most likely was sitting third in this race or fourth, and I'm not trusting that speed of the speed, which would be the one, too much. And there's definitely, in my opinion, there's a jockey upgrade on this horse. You got IRAD, and this is first time Lasix too, so you might see a huge improvement with this horse. And once again, you could open up that wallet, Terry. I know you got more in there. You could claim this horse. It might do some good. It's only had 3 races. Nice young horse. Looks like there's a plenty upside. Uh, between you and Rich, I don't know who has the most money. The 5 is my second choice here. First, you got to toss out that last race. This horse is dropping in class. First time Lasix. Tactical speed here. One's going to be sitting about fourth for sure. The 7 ran third last time. First time Lasix also. This one will be closing. This one's more the tactical, but this one can sit a little close and close at the end. And then the speed horse, the 1, ran even, drops in class. Johnny V is aboard, so there's the big plus. But my question is, can she hang on?
All righty. Well, I like the 5 as my first pick. Party
That's what I
Pleaser
got.
dropped in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer, and her best all-weather speed is fastest among today's starters. Wisco Disco, the 8's my second choice. She was third versus on the dirt in her last race, and she switches to a high percentage winning jockey that added Lasix today. Number 7, Special Affair, finished third versus similar in her last race at Gulfstream Park, has a high percentage winning jockey, and Lasix is added. She's my third pick. My long shot's Little Minsky, the 3. She finished second in her last race, has the highest last speed rating, and she's actually tied with another horse. I'm going to play $4. I'm sorry, $8 daily double, 5 and 4. So I've got to change something up. I've got a mistake here, so we're going to change that to the $8 daily double. Okay, so then I guess we can go ahead and just move on to that last race. If you want to go ahead and give us the information.
Yeah, the final race. Yeah, the final race. We got the 9th race here. 1 mile again on the turf. This is for claiming price of 25,000. Non-winners of 2. Life purse is 31,000, and this is for 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. And then we got the simulation odds here. We have the 2, 45% chance of getting that lead at the quarter pole. Probably most likely, but the 4 I think is a sneaky speed, might push it. And then you also have that 5 that most likely would be pushing it. When it comes to simulation odds, do we have anything here in this race? I don't think so. Yeah, we do. The 8.
Yeah, 8
at
horse.
4 to 5, and we have 8 to 1 morning line. Not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at the par on that horse too, 75%.
Right. And
yeah,
also
we got a couple
really
with some nice C zones. Yeah. Everything else looks good, the C zones and everything. So yeah.
All right. Well, let me take a look at that last sheet that is put together by Rich. And see if I can get there. Here we go. The 2 looks like she's going to go to the front there, Jerry's turn. And then the pressers, the 5, 8, and 9, closers 1, 4, and 7. EPs are the 4, 8, and 2, and 7. All of them are pretty close. So it's a pretty close race as far as the speed goes. And then you got the 1, 5, 8, and 7 as the LP, with the 1 having a 3-point advantage over that 5. And then you've got the 8 on top with the 3-point advantage over the 2. And the 2 has a 3-point advantage over the 1, 7, 4. So anyway, let's get back here to this sheet. And before we go on with anything else, I want to let everybody know that guaranteed tip sheet is a good place to go to either get picks if you haven't had time to handicap, or if you're new to the game, or if you just want to confirm what you've thought, or maybe you want to hear somebody else's ideas. And there's a link down at the bottom to do that. Today, they have a free track today, which is Delta Downs, which means you can get that sheet for no money and see how it does. And maybe that'll give you some information on it. I've been doing guaranteed chip sheets for years and years, and I love to use it to confirm my picks or to see point out horses I may not have thought about, so I can go back and take a look at them. And also, if you like what you see today, please subscribe to YouTube, hit the little bell, and then let your friends and relatives and everybody else know about it. Give us a thumbs up and a like. Go to our social sites such as Facebook, X, TikTok, Threads, and Instagram at Horse Race, the number 2 day, and give us thumbs ups and likes there. Okay, do you want to go on with what you like in this race, Charles?
All right. Well, in this race, I like the one. It ran even, drops in class. I think this is the horse. If he sits close enough, he definitely has the best kick at the end. Trainer gets 16% with 46 plus days of rest. You got a really nice fresh horse here. IRAD's aboard. I don't know how he keeps on getting all these great mounts, but he's got a lot of good mounts today. And the 4 horse is my second choice. Ran third last time. Definitely has some speed to do some damage, I think, in this race. This horse is 6 for 10 on the turf with 0 wins, but always there. Maker gets 31% when he drops him down 2+ levels. The 8, my third choice here, ran even, drops in class, tactical speed, another one that can sit right there. And look who's aboard, Paco, man. Paco gets some good mounts. He gets horses alive. And the 5 horse won its last time out. Another one that sits second or third, moves up in class. But remember, he won last time out. Well bet last time. So why not finish it up? But if you remember back on my pick 3 and my pick 4, I took 4 or more in this race.
All right. And let me say good morning and hello to Melvin Torres, and also Loy. Like to say hello to you too. And then Scary Creations in the 9th. He likes this 8 horse, which is your third pick. And he gets Paco, and the first claim for the, I don't know what that means, back on the turf. Past turf races are good enough, is what he says. And then as far as I'm concerned in this race, I like the 4, Mr. Burial. Is my first choice. He finished third versus Tougher in his last race, has a high percentage winning trainer. This trainer wins 30% of the races when he takes a horse down 2+ classes, and he has a high percentage winning jockey. Number 1, General Duty, is my second choice. He drops in class today, has switched to a high percentage winning jockey, and the best start speed is fastest among today's starters. It's actually tied with another horse, which is the 2 horse. Jebby is my third pick. The 7 has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. Jerry's Turn, the 2, drops in class today, and his best start speed is fastest among today's starters. He's my long shot of the day. As I have no money left, I'm not going to make a bet in here. So there you go. All right. Let me put our picks up there for our picks for the day, and everybody can take a look at what we have here. As you can see, that first race, that 3 won that race, and that was my top pick and Charles' second pick. And the second race, neither of us had that 8, but I don't know if there was inside information or what. I'm going to go back and look at the forum and see what I maybe have missed in that race.
The 8.
Yeah, the 8.
Anyway,
Anyway,
he won that second race, but I mean,
he did, and I don't know, why he, what they saw in him. Maybe I go back and take a look at why we didn't pick him. But anyway, as you can see here, we're pretty. A lot of the races were got a good mindset together. Is there anything you want to add to today, Charles?
No, that's about it. If anybody has any questions or anything about horses or next sales or sometimes picks on some of the big races, just drop me an email on bigcasinoracing dot at gmail.com, excuse me, at gmail.com. That's about it. Looks like the weather's going to stay nice overall everywhere. You might get some rain here and there, but stay safe and let's get some winners.
All right, and I just want to say thank you to all the people that watched the show today. Sorry about the technical difficulties we started with. On Monday, it'll be me and Rich with Parks, and again on Tuesday with Parks, and then Rich and Charles will come to you Wednesday and Thursday. Not quite sure what tracks they'll be doing, but probably Gulfstream, maybe Aqueduct, not sure. But you just check our social sites and that, and you can find out, or go to our website. All right, so no matter what you're doing, no matter how things are going for you, we wish the best for you, and we hope that everything you do will end up in one place, and that place is, Charles.
The winner's circle. The winner's circle.
All right, goodbye, folks.
See ya.
Bye-bye. All right, I think we're off.